In this video, I want to talk about one of the assignments I've created for the second year programming students called a C++ prime number generator. Now, even though it says C++, that doesn't mean you have to use C++, just like it says here in yellow. Okay, in case you don't know what a prime number is, it's a number that is divisible only by 1 and itself. For example, 17 is a prime number because it can only be divided into whole parts by 17, which is itself, or by 1. Another way of thinking about this is, can anything else multiply together to equal 17? And nothing can. Only 17 multiplied by 1. Okay, so 17 is a prime number. 16, on the other hand, is not a prime number because it can be divided by lots of different numbers. You can divide it by 2, by 4, by 8. Anyway, so part 1 says to write a program that takes in a number and tells whether or not it is a prime number. So I want to show you, I've implemented this myself just so I can demo it to you. So the prime number generator, if I run this, it says enter a number and I will tell you if it is prime. So let's just test something real simple. The number 4 is not prime, right? We can multiply 2 times 2. So it says nope, not prime. Okay, let's try it again. This time we'll try a number that is prime, 3. It says yes, it is prime. We could keep trying with numbers we know are prime. 17 we know is prime. 16 we know is not prime. And of course you need to make a program that will work even in the millions. So let's try 1 million. It says it's not prime, obviously. What about 1,000,001? It says it's not prime either. What about 1,000,003? And it says yes, it is prime. So this program works even in the millions. All right? Okay, part 2 says using the functionality from above, expand your project to display the closest prime number to the number entered, or the number itself if it happens to be prime. All right, so I have another implementation of that one I want to show you. Okay, and as you can see here, it says enter a number and I will tell you if it is prime. If it is not, I will give you the closest prime number to it. So let's try this again. 4 we know it is not prime. So it says nope, it isn't prime, but the closest prime number below it is 3, and the closest prime number above it is 5. They are equally close to the number you entered. Okay? Because it's trying to tell us the closest one, but obviously 3 and 5 are the same distance away from 4. Okay, what about number 5? It says yep, it's prime. What about the number 8? Nope, it is not prime, but the closest prime number below it is 7, and the closest prime number above it is 11, so the closest prime number to it is 7. All right, let's try 1,000,000 again and see if we get that closest number. It says 1,000,003 is the closest prime number to 1,000,000, which is exactly what our other program told us, right? Okay, so your program should look something like this when you're done. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it should be able to take in a number, tell whether it's prime, and then tell you the closest prime number to it if it is not prime. All right? One last thing, down here below where it says part 2, there's one more section. It says nested looping, which is looping inside of another loop. Maybe you're familiar with nested looping already. This and many future projects will require you to use nested loops in some way. Here is an example of a nested loop. So if you'll copy this code down and see what it does, and then go back through line by line like I was saying and figure out exactly what's going on, that should help you get started. Of course, as always, if you have questions, that's what class time is for, so I'll try to answer those. Just in case you wanted to know, I was able to do part 1 in less than 30 lines of code, as you can see here. And then part 2, which is the entire thing, I was able to do all of that in less than 60 lines of code. So I don't expect you to do it in that few lines, but just to give you an idea of where you should be. Like if you're programming something and you're getting up to like 300 lines of code, you're probably doing something either wrong or not the best possible way you could be doing it. So let me know if you're really struggling here and you're code is getting really long because I can probably help you shorten it.